Okay, what is up guys, and today I am going to further the idea of individualism versus collectivism. So I'm titling this video Nationalism versus Globalism. Now, it's not really a case of individualism versus collectivism, it's how much of a collective are we? For example, are we nationalists because we are collectivizing a group of people into a nation state? Or are we collectivist in a sense that we are globalists, that we want to group people together beyond borders? So the whole individualism versus collectivism thing, we are all collectivist, it's just how collectivist are we and how far do you want to go with collectivism? So yeah, so my stance on it is, okay, with globalism, fair enough, the EU, I like the idea of there being open borders. I do like the idea of having all these sort of diverse countries all coming together to create more diversity into a super state. I like that idea that, when you go to EU countries, because right now in Britain we are part of the EU. I don't know how Brexit's future will be determined, but I'm speaking in a current case. So I like the idea of being able to go down to Europe and being able to have free cell phone roaming, free cell phone data, being able to access my 3G without Wi-Fi in a European country and get to all my files in a different country. I like that idea of globalism. So yeah, and I also like the idea that I can go to a different country, and in Europe, and if I get a heart attack, then if I go to the hospital, because everything's centralised, the doctors there can just pull up my medical files from Scotland, where I'm from, Scotland, UK, whatever you want to call it. So I like that sort of interconnectedness of globalism, I'm not gonna lie. But with nationalism, I sort of like the idea of, sovereignty and pride and legacy and heritage and culture. However, nationalism and globalism, with that said, they both have their ugly sides to them. Nationalism in the sense that it can be very racist, when it's nationalism or ethno-nationalism, it can be very racist, we just want to kick all the immigrants out, and if we just kick all the immigrants out, and all our problems will be solved. I'm not really up for that idea. And with globalism, it's just, we have to go and be world's policemen, and we have to intervene in other people's countries, and we have to get involved in other people's bullshit, and all this sort of stuff. So yeah, nationalists want to work in development in a sense of self-improvement. They want self-improvement and self-empowerment. Globalists, however, want to sort of take over the world under one banner. They sort of want to take over the world and be interventionists, and it's just going to piss people off, because we see the United States currently doing that right now. So yeah, and then you have Israel, which is a really weird contradiction, that they're this ethno-state only for Jewish people, but they keep interfering in other people's countries despite them being an ethno-state. The whole point of an ethno-state is to cut yourself off from others, not try to extend your borders and encourage globalists to come in. So that's just my view on that. I'll make a video on ethno-nationalism, my views behind ethno-nationalism. So, however, globalism, there will always be a resisting force to globalism though. So, there will always be war if there is globalism. Because globalism can only work through the oppression of nation states that don't want to be a part of that global order. So in order for globalization to exist, war has to exist. So yeah, you can see why the globalists, they want to sort of bomb the Middle East and then erase their borders, then invade everyone, invite everyone. But like I said, everyone has different cultures, and all the races are sort of IQ points amongst the races, you know, try to collectivize people into this super state of a country. It's not going to work. And the problem with the globalist argument is, well, if you are a citizen of the world, that makes you a citizen of nowhere. So, yeah. And with nationalism, you know, it's just, oh, we need to deport everyone, and everyone else is to blame but us, and all that sort of stuff. But at least nationalists, left to their own devices, will just sit in the corner and mind their own business. Like Poland, for example, is an ethno-state, is a nationalistic state. They just sit there and mind their own business, and although they are racist, because of it, nobody hates Polish people, because Polish people aren't going around the world in a global order and threatening to put people under a global order like the EU, America, NATO, that sort of thing. So, yeah. Well, apart from the UK, it's different because we have quite a lot of Polish people. But anywhere else, like, nobody has deep resentment towards Polish people, like, can say, or Hungarians. That's another ethno-nationalistic country. So yeah, with globalism is good if you are like already a citizen within that global state. Like, there's no problem me being in the EU, but if I'm in a country the EU want to swallow up, like Syria, then yeah, globalism is a problem, because then because if you are a resisting force to globalism, then globalism want you dead. And if you're the wrong skin colour in nationalism, then the nationalists are gonna want you dead. So yeah, there's no winning either way. So, but I just want to say I just want to end this with the whole globalist nationalist argument. It's just stupid, because it's just collectivism anyway. It's just how far do you want to take collectivism? So they're both collectivism in some sort, so yeah. But if you want to know more about collectivism and individualism, I've made a video, so check that out. And hopefully we can all collectivize in this channel by giving me a sub. So yeah, anyways, I'll see you later. Peace out.